Whenever I watch a movie, I always expect it to be decent, and after losing on a previous episode of Our Universe on the Line, it was my punishment to watch and review Willy's Wonderland starring Nicolas Cage. I put it off for days. Willy was just haunting me and reminding me of my loss. And knowing I had to film this video, I finally broke and I decided to pull up Hulu and watch it.
It's birthday time!
And I had an absolute blast. It was probably one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen, but I loved it. Willy's Wonderland is one of those weird B-horror genre movies that come along when you least expect them and somehow end up being better than those multi-million-dollar franchise movies. The story is that of an unnamed man whose car breaks in a small town and he agrees to clean an abandoned family fun center in exchange for repairs. He soon finds himself waging war against the possessed animatronic mascots while trapped inside Willy's Wonderland. Let's first talk about Nick Cage because he's obviously the biggest draw of this movie and he's the biggest name on the cast list, and I have to say this may be one of his best movies to date. And his performance is made all the better by not saying a single word during the 89-minute runtime. In fact, I think this might have just been his weird therapy session where he got to drive a cool car, drink soda, play pinball, do a little therapeutic cleaning, and beat the hell out of some possessed animatronics. Actually, that doesn't sound half bad. But this is made all the better by the fact that he simply has no backstory. They give a backstory to the relationship of the town and Willy's Wonderland through an over-explained exposition late in the movie, and even the main girl gets a story element in there too. But Nick Cage's character is unnamed, doesn't say a word, and I freaking love it. And as for the rest of the cast, they're just as bad with your everyday cliches, but each filled their role that you would come to expect in a horror movie, let alone a bad one, so honestly, no complaints there. The Five Nights at Freddy's vibe was also pretty great. I've never really played the games, but as I do know about it because of its influence on pop culture and whatnot, I'm familiar enough to be able to appreciate this attempt at a Five Nights at Freddy's influenced movie. Though I do think that there is, or at least was, a Five Nights at Freddy's movie in production at some point. Whether that still happens, honestly I don't care. As long as this movie exists, that's really all you need. But regardless, the animatronics were hilariously bad and not scary at all despite their best efforts at times. I did think that the backstory of why they were possessed was mildly interesting, but it's explained so quickly to keep the breakneck pacing that you don't even think twice about it. Overall, Willy's Wonderland is a movie that I had absolutely no interest in. I was probably never going to see it had it not been for this punishment, but it turned out to be probably one of the best B-horror genre movies I've ever seen, probably since like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I can only hope that if or when I do lose another episode of Our Universe on the Line and have to do a punishment, it ends up being just as awesome as this. I actually loved it and I actually kind of want to watch it again, so it quickly became one of my favorites, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this quick little review of Willy's Wonderland. I enjoyed making it, I enjoyed watching it despite my hesitation to watch it, but that's all my thoughts I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video.